This is just going to be a quick lesson into how to put matrices in your calculator. It's going to be very helpful when we're solving systems of equations with matrices or when we're multiplying by matrices, even though I'm going to ask you to do it by hand. So you have this matrix button right down here. I know this isn't the best video quality. So if I want to get into matrices, I hit second matrix. And you have to go over to edit first, and I want to edit matrix A. And notice you can see I have a couple matrices entered in there. The first one is a 3 by 4, the second is a 3 by 4, etc. So there's matrix A. Well, I don't want it to be a 3 by 4. I want it to be a 2 by 2. So I'm going to tell it 2 by 2. And there I go, I have a 2 by 2. I'm using my arrow. Sometimes when you hit enter and all kinds of funky stuff happens. So I'm going to enter in a 2, and then just notice where your cursor goes. So now I want a 1, and now my cursor is over here, so I want a 6, and I want a 4. And then, like, enter now doesn't get you out of it, so you have to go back. You have to go back to matrices, and I'm going to edit the next one. So again, over to edit, down to B. If you go to B first, and then you go back to edit, it's going to shoot you back up into A. So matrix B, I also want to be a 2 by 2. And I have a negative 2, a 1, a negative 4, and a 0. All right. So when I go back to matrices, there's my matrix A, there's my matrix B. And if I want to do matrix A minus matrix B, I go to my home screen, second quit, and then I call up matrix A, it's just name. And then I subtract, and then I call up matrix B, and then I hit enter, and it gives me my answer. So it's a great way to check. It's not how I want you to do it right now. Obviously, it's pretty simple to do by hand, but just a quick way of showing you how it can work. And if you did try to add matrices that had different dimensions, it would give you an error message. And again, it gets a little more complicated with multiplication, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there, which I believe is coming up next. Enjoy the simplicity of basic matrix operations.